everyone!
Hello,
This is Nina
I'm Flo.
and we are the Seco Adventures. We got so many requests about telling you our story and our journey to Canada, and we decided that today is the day that we gonna share with you our journey.
It's a beautiful day here in Okanagan. We are on a beautiful beach on Okanagan Lake.
Growing up in Romania was a little hard when we were little because of the communist leader Ceausescu.
He made the life a little bit hard, but in other ways it was fun also.
It was hard because we had to stay in line for all the essential like milk, meat, eggs, everything that is essential.
Propane tanks.
Oh, the propane tank was a big one.
Yeah, you were waiting in line for 3 or 4 couple days at least. And when the truck was coming, it was not enough for everybody in a line,
Yeah.
and you were waiting for another day or two for another truck to come.
And I remember when I was staying in a line, like for meat or milk or whatever hours, because I was so little, everybody was stepping on my feet, and I was losing my shoes, and it was different.
The adults around, they were not sparing you for any
No.
hard stuff, so they were pushing you and throwing you and stepping on you and you name it.
Yeah, everybody, I think they wanted to have their, their food and their propane tanks or whatever. We were staying in a line.
You were pretty much fighting for your life.
I remember having like, for example, oranges or chocolate or just little stuff like this, just for the major holidays. So that's when I smell an orange. For me right now, it smells like Christmas.
Yeah, because it was not enough and we couldn't afford, and our parents, they were buying the oranges and the good stuff,
Yeah.
which the kids they like these days, just on major holidays and stuff, so they can make our life a little bit better.
We didn't have any TV, we didn't have any internet.
Yeah, with the TV, that was another one. It was just for a couple hours, mainly in the evening, and hour and a half, and majority was news.
The news, yeah, and after that, that's about it. We met in the year 2000 and we got married in the year 2005 after we finished all of our studies. And after we got married, we decided to buy a piece of land.
I sold my one-bedroom apartment, and we were thinking to start fresh, to put everything together and buy a house with some land.
In our religion, when you get married, you have to have some spiritual parents or godparents. So it happens that our godparents, they were Romanian, but they were living in Canada. But at that time, we were not thinking to come to Canada, even if our godparents, they were from Canada.
We didn't even think about, so we start thinking to get the life together.
Yeah.
And buying a house. So that's where the Canadian dream started to take shapes.
We went to this agency just to purchase the land and the house. And at that agency, Flo's friend who was working then, he was the realtor.
I bumped in an old friend of mine, and it happened that him and his family, they were applying to come to Canada.
And he told us all the process, what they went and what is the process to come to Canada. And we were thinking, well, maybe it's a sign and maybe we should start applying too and see what it goes.
So we called our godparents in Canada and tried to see what they have to say.
And their first impression wasn't that great.
No, they didn't approve us. They were like, you guys, you don't even know what's happening here. You don't have any ideas. The life is not like you think it is.
And they were kind of right, because we thought, oh, we're going to Canada, we're going to be so rich. And we're going to have all this stuff and everything. But they were right. The life when you start fresh, it is a little hard.
And we didn't talk with them for another a month or two.
Yeah.
But on our own, we decide to start the process with the Canadian embassy without telling them, and because when somebody tells you
Not to do it,
not to do it,
you're gonna do it.
you're gonna go even harder.
Exactly.
So, so that's what we did. We start pushing hard for the Canadian dream.
So we applied and we opted for our paperwork to be in French because that's the language that we learned in school and we were more comfortable with that. And we started the process. It took all of our savings that we had to buy the piece of property. So we had to pay for all the process and the translations of the paperwork and legal fees and all sorts of stuff.
You pay the Canadian embassy for the whole process,
Of course.
and we spend pretty much all the money to start the life in Romania.
Yeah, all the money that we had
And
after you sold the one-bedroom apartment that you had.
all the money and even more went through the whole process.
Yeah.
And even our family, they help us with a lot. Like some family members, they sold their favorite things to help us, and now is that time to thank them for their support and for everything what they did to us, how they help us, and how they believed in us.
So when we first told our family that we're gonna come to Canada, they thought, oh, they're gonna go for a couple of years, they're gonna make some money, and they're gonna come back, you know?
When you are young, the world it's wide open, and that's what they thinking. They thought it's just a phase in our life, and we're gonna go for a couple of years and be right back.
So we went for the interview, and the interview was in French,
In
of course.
French, everything, the whole process was in French.
Yeah. And the interview was in French. In the middle of the interview, the guy just asked Flo, "Can you tell me what is the weather like outside, but in English?" And we didn't know what to say.
I knew a little bit of English from school, and I was better in French. But when the guy asked me, because I was set on French so bad, I couldn't put two words together in
No.
English. So Janina, she tried to help me.
A little bit, because I didn't really know English either. It was like, no.
But at least she was trying, because we really want to come to Canada, and we didn't want to give up so easy. So she was helping me, and the guy is like, no, you stop.
Don't help him. No, let him figure out by himself.
And I couldn't. So
He was very nice.
yeah.
He was very nice, and at the end of the interview, he said, "You guys are approved. You have 1 year to come to Canada. So your visa that you have, it's good for 1 year. So yeah, congratulations." And
To
we
make
were
it
like,
to-
yay!
To make it to the airport, we had 1 year.
Yeah.
So from that moment, we didn't spend one dime more than we need in Romania.
No.
We started saving big time. We just spent for the minimum.
The essentials.
Yeah.
Because we knew that we need some money to start over in another country.
And if you think it's easy, just think about what you know now, all your friends and all your life and all your comfort, and erase everything what you know so far, and start from scratch. That's how we felt.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. We were young, and it was really hard, because you leave everything behind, everything what you know, and you pack just as little as you can, and we took off.
We took off, yeah. But the best part was that in Canada, our godparents were waiting for us. So that was a big, big plus for us. And we want to thank them for all the wisdom and all the good advices that they gave us until now. You guys are the best, and we love you very much.
When they found out that we dropped the papers and we're not going to stop from the Canadian dream, they start putting things together like forks and knives and
Everything they were putting on the side for us just to have a start here in Canada, right?
yeah, try to help with everything. And I remember they give us some green couches, and those couches, they were so comfortable.
Yeah.
And when we finally let those couches go,
We were really sad about it.
yeah, because we appreciate everything, every single little piece what they
Gave
have for us.
They did. And it came the time we bought the tickets. We packed 2 suitcases and we went to Bucharest where we got our first flight. And it was my first flight, first time going in an airplane in my whole life, and first time of going out of the country.
For both of us, it was it was the first time out of the country. And my sister and my brother-in-law, they took us to the airport. So from the minute that we stepped out from their car, we realized that we leaving everybody behind. And
that's it. We're moving to another country.
The goodbyes, they were so hard. The feelings which they were going through our mind, they were not easy. And even these days, to think about, to think back,
At those times,
it is not easy.
No. But we went through, and we're good now. We have a family. Everything is good.
When you move to a new country and you start everything fresh, you just have to learn how to live with your thoughts. So after years and years, it's getting better and better. But the beginning, it was pretty hard.
It was a little bit hard.
Anyway, let's get back to the happy times. And we bought the tickets. We step on that airplane, and there we went. So from doing pretty much no travel outside the country to go to the other side of the world,
exactly,
literally,
in a big airplane.
It's a big step. The questions what goes through your mind are like unbelievable.
We had a connection in Frankfurt, and when we went down from the airplane on Frankfurt airport, we were just 2 of us with 2 suitcases, and we were wondering, where are we going? What are we doing?
You cannot pack too much when you go for such a journey. We did check the internet a little bit to see how in Canada is, but the internet, it doesn't show. Those are the Canadian geese. So the internet, it's nothing like reality.
This is it for today's episode. Stay tuned for the next one, when we are gonna tell you what happened when we landed in Vancouver airport and how we found our first job.
Yeah. Just starting the life in Canada is gonna be in the next episode, and I'm telling you that much.
It's gonna be very funny.
Yeah, new life, new everything, new everything.
Stay tuned, and please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much for watching.